We are continuing to follow the case of a young man accused of killing his parents in Montpelier last week. Matthew Gomes is now the third man in just 2 months in Vermont accused of killing members of their immediate family.
Tonight we have new analysis from a Norwich professor who studies these kinds of cases. And BC5's Anna Goober joins us now live to explain. And Anna, between these three cases, there seems to be some similarities.
Yeah, that's right, Liz and Jack. Those include these men's age, gender, and history of mental health concerns.
This type of crime is known as parricide, which is actually the killing of a close relative, but we commonly use it when we're talking about the killing of parents.
It's a crime that makes up less than 2% of homicides in the United States. But in just the last 2 months, 3 men have been accused of killing their parents in Vermont. Starting in September, when 22-year-old Brian Crossman Jr. is accused of shooting his father, stepmother, and stepbrother in their Paulette home. Then 29-year-old Jordan Lawyer has been charged with second-degree murder for allegedly killing his father with a baseball bat outside their Enosburg home in October. And 29-year-old Matthew Gomes is charged on 2 counts of aggravated murder after allegedly killing both of his parents in their Montpelier home on November 15th.
The cases we've seen in Vermont where we have 20-year-olds doing these, they're adult parricide offenders, are the most common. And most commonly, they commit these crimes as a result of severe mental illness.
Norwich criminology professor Penny Stuhl says the number of family members killed and level of violence during these crimes also raises questions about the role of mental health in these cases.
Typically, when we see severe violence or we see multiple family victims that are killed, it also raises the issue of mental illness likely being present.
Court documents point to a history of mental health concerns among the 3 men. When police interviewed Crossman Jr.'s grandmother, she stated he had sought treatment from multiple psychiatric doctors over the years and thought he may have had schizophrenia, but says he was not on any prescribed medication. On the morning Lawyer allegedly killed his father, reports say his mother called police to report her son, who is schizophrenic, was burning furniture and smashing windows. And in the Gomes case, the Washington County State's attorney says she's waiting for the investigation to unfold to determine how mental health could have played a role.
This case is in very early stages and it's developing as we speak, and as we get more information, we will share what we can.
And these men are currently being held without bail and could face the possibility of life in prison if convicted. In the newsroom, Anna Goober, NBC5 News.